Hi, good day everyone. And now we are here in chapter 15 with entitled Postures and the Social Grace. And here's our objectives. First is define postures and social grace. Second, explain why good postures matters for health. Third is identify and practice correct sitting and standing posture. Fourth is outline the relationship between social grace and the business ethics. Fifth is summarize the 9 social grace for impacting business relationships. The first topic that we're going to discuss now is posture. What is posture? Posture is the position in which you hold your body when standing, sitting, or lying down. A good posture is the correct alignment of body parts supported by minimal muscle tension against gravity. Without proper postures, the muscles cannot control the body, and we might simply fall. Good posture means keeping the body properly aligned so the muscles work efficiently with less strain. It helps prevent back and neck pain, improves breathing, and shows confidence and professionalism. In hospitality, maintaining good postures is important because it reflects respect and attentiveness when dealing with guests, while poor postures can appear lazy or uninterested. Overall, it supports both health and positive professional image. Alright, so why is good postures important? So good posture is important because it ensures the least strain on your supporting muscles and ligaments, keeps bones and joints in correct alignment, decreases the abnormal wearing of joint surfaces, reduces stress on ligaments, minimizing the likelihood of injury. It also allows muscles to work more efficiently, using less energy, help prevents muscles strain, overuse disorders, and back muscular pain. And it also has a consequences of poor postures. First, we have this excessive strain on postural muscles and can lead to pain. Contributes to factors like chronic stress, obesity, and work postural muscles. Can be worsened by a poor work environment, improper working postures, and unhealthy sitting, standing habits. How I sit properly, or how do we sit properly? So first, keep feet flat on the floor or footrest. This helps maintain balance and prevents pressure on your legs. Second, don't cross your legs. Crossing legs can reduce blood flow and cause poor postures. Third is keep ankle in front of your knees. This position supports proper alignment and prevents strain. Fourth is leave a small gap between the back of your knees and the chair seat. It allows good blood circulations and avoids leg discomfort. Fifth is kill. Alright, so now we are done in how do we sit properly, and now let's proceed to how do we stand properly. So first, bear it primarily on the balls of your feet. This keeps your balance steady and reduces strain on your heels. Second is keep them slightly bent, prevents stiffness and helps maintain flexibility while standing. So next is keep them about shoulder width apart, provide a stable and comfortable standing position. And next is let them hang naturally down the sides of the body. Keeps your arms relaxed and prevents unnecessary tensions. Next is stand straight and tall with your shoulder pulled backward. It can be promote confidence and supports proper body alignment. So next is tuck your stomach in, strengthens your core and supports your lower back. And lastly, keep your head level. Our love should be in line with your shoulders. Do not push your head forward, backward, or to the side. Maintains balance and prevents neck and shoulder strain. And now, let's discuss what is the proper lying positions. So first, find the mattress that is right for you. A firm mattress is usually best for support, but some people feel less back pain with a softer one. Sleep with a pillow. Using the right pillow helps keep your head, neck, and spine aligned and reduces postural problems. Avoid sleeping on your stomach. This position can strain your neck and lower back. 4 is when sleeping on your side or back, place a pillow between your legs, side or under your knees back. It helps maintain the spine's natural curve and reduces pressure on your back. We are done in what is posture, how do I sit, how do I stand properly. So now let's talk about the social grace. So social grace is the skill used to interact politely in social situations. They include manners and etiquettes, universally accepted rules within the culture. These graces make the best first impression and build treasured relationships. The foundation of business relationships is a mixture of mutual trust and respect. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said by Peter Drucker. Let's talk about social grace in hospitality management. In hospitality management, social grace is very important because it reflects professionalism, respect, and courtesy toward guests. Using proper manners, polite communications, and cultural sensitivity helps create a welcoming and comfortable environment. For example, greeting guests warmly, listening attentively, and showing empathy when solving their concerns build trust and satisfaction. As Peter Drucker said, the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. This applies strongly in hospitality, where understanding guests' unspoken needs like their comfort or mood can make service more personal and meaningful. Practicing social grace helps hospitality workers form lasting relationships and ensures positive guest experiences. 9 social graces that impact businesses relationships. First is listen up. Its goal is to be a better listener. In hospitality, listening carefully to guests helps understand their needs and provide excellent service. Second is make eye contact. It goes give everyone your full attention. Maintaining eye contact shows sincerity and respect, making guests feel valued and acknowledged. Third is be on time. Its goal is be the first to arrive. Punctuality reflects professionalism and reliability, which are essentials in delivering smooth guest experiences. Fourth is remember names, and it goes to get the name right. Addressing guests by their names builds connections and makes them feel important and recognized. The fifth one is ignore hearsay. It goes as get the facts. Avoiding gossip promotes a respectful and positive work environment among staff and management. The sixth one is pass on aggressive. It goes is to avoid stubborn know-how. Being humble and open-minded encourages teamwork and better communication with colleagues and guests. Seventh one is understand the culture, and its goal is to understand the cultural impact. Knowing and respecting cultural differences ensures guests feel comfortable and respected regardless of their background. The eighth is to acknowledge and respect. It goes is to you can learn from everyone. Valuing Valuing other opinions fosters cooperations and improve guest relations and team harmony. And the last one is thank you matters most. Its goals is to always give thanks. Showing gratitude to guests, co-workers, and supervisor strengthens relationships and creates a positive atmosphere in the workplace. And that's end the chapter 15, and let's proceed to the chapter 16.
Hi everyone, mabuhay og madayaw. I am Bea Pagal, and today I will be discussing a very important topic of morality, ethics, and values. These three concepts help us or guide us on who we are today and also on how we can live with other societies. So here's the objectives for today's topic. Define and explain morality, ethics, and values. Second, differentiate ethics from morals. Third, identify the importance of values in the workplace. So let's begin with morality. Morals are the prevailing standards of the behavior that enables people to live cooperatively in groups. So these are the, mga batasan na gina-accept sa society for what is right and good. Well, sometimes being moral means that we have to sacrifice our own interest for the good of others, such as being fair and honest, even if it's not easy for you. Diba, there are some decisions in life na bisag labag siya sa imong loob, but that is the right thing to do. Bisan pag makasakit siya sa imong, but that is the right thing to do. Buhaton jud nimo. Next is ethics versus morals. Well, ethics refers to rules provided by external sources, and then morals refers to an individual's own principles regarding right and wrong. So basically, ethics are rules given by the professionals such as doctors, teachers, lawyers in any workplace, while morals are personal beliefs or individual beliefs for what is right and wrong. Next is the consistency and flexibility. Ethics are very consistent within a certain context, but they can vary greatly between a different context. So, this ethics can change. It depends on the professions, such as in medical fields are different from the legal fields. While on the other hand, morals are the personal beliefs or usually consistent, because bisan asa ta mo adto, if that's how we think na tama siya buhaton, modyo na tong paninindigan. But sometimes life experience can change our beliefs and values. Next is values. Values has been taken to mean moral ideas, general conceptions, or orientations towards the world, or sometimes simply interest, attitudes, preferences, needs, sentiments, and disposition. Also, organizational behavior are the collective conceptions of what is considered good, desirable, proper or bad, undesirable, and improper in a culture. So there are a lot of characteristics in values, such as values are different for each person. So these characteristics are different for every person. So many value family more, other value success or freedom, while they are learned early in life sa family, school, or community, and it also help us know what is right and desirable. They also shape our personality and behavior. So one of the example of the characteristic of values are the values may be specific, such as honoring one's parent, or more general, such as health, love, and democracy. One of the example as well is to a value is defined as a concept of desirable and internalized creation or standard of evaluation of a person possesses. Also, one of the characteristics of values is personal values can be influenced by culture, tradition, and a combination of internal and external factors. This also values are relatively permanent and more central to the core of a person. And also, one of the characteristic also is they contain a judgmental element in that they can carry an individual's as what is right, good, or desirable. They also shape our personality and behavior. So one of the example of the characteristic of values are the values may be specific, such as honoring one's parent, or more general, such as health, love, and democracy. One of the example as well is to a value is defined as a concept of desirable and internalized creation or standard of evaluation of a person possesses. Also, one of the characteristics of values is personal values can be influenced by culture, tradition, or and a combination of internal and external factors. This also values are relatively permanent and more central to the core of a person. And also, one of the characteristic also is they contain a judgmental element in that they can carry an individual's idea as what is right, good, or desirable. Alright, so next is types of values. We have two different types of values. We have the terminal values and instrumental values. The terminal values, these are the goals or end results that we wanted to achieve in life, like happiness, peace, success, or freedom. On the other hand, the instrumental values are the actions or behavior that help us to reach these goals or those goals, like honesty, discipline, respect, or hard work. So in short, that the terminal values is the destination, while the instrumental values are the ways or step to go there. So what is the importance of values? Well, values are the enduring belief that specific mode of conduct or end state of existence is personally or socially preferable. Well, these beliefs are more difficult to change or alter than the attitudes. So, because it's very important because this or they guide our behavior and decision making every day. It is also important, in workplace because it helps to promote the ethical behavior and teamwork among the employees. So also, well, values can also motivate our influence our motivations. So they help us to understand what we should do and what we should avoid. And for example, if we value honesty and respect, then we act fairly and treat other well. Next is a value is the foundation of understanding the level of motivation. This influence our perception. Value help us understand what is ought to be and what ought not to be. It contains interpretation of right or wrong, and also value are goals set for achievements. They motivate, define, and color all the cognitive and effective and connective activities. They are the guidepost of our lives, and they direct us on who we want to be in the future. Well, values and morals not only guide but also inspire and motivate a person. Well, they give a energy and seize of for living and for doing something meaningful in life. Next is the source of values. So in values comes a different sources. Number one is the family. Well, our family is the first teachers of values. Sa balay pa lang, we already learn love, respect, honesty, and discipline. The second is friends and peers. So they influence on how we act and what we believe in. So that's how they influence us. Third is the community or society. As part of a group, we learn social values like cooperation or respect to others. And fourth is school. School teachers play a big role in teaching us proper behavior and responsibility. And then fifth is media, like TV, social media, news. They influence our thoughts about being right or about right and wrong. And I mean, this and then the other sources, including relatives, organization, religion, history in books, all of these are shape our characters and moral values. Next is the values and beliefs. While values are socially approved desires and goals that are internalized through conditioning, learning, or socialization. They become subjective preferences, standards, and aspiration. Values are inherently moral, involving an individual's judgments of what is right, good, and desirable. So, values and beliefs, well, values again is the idea and goals that society accept what as good and desirable. They guide the way we act, communicate, and interact with other peoples. Um, Values are permanent, not easily changed because they are part of who we are. And also, while the beliefs are the convictions we generally hold to be true, usually without actual proof or evidence. While often connected to religion, they are, not always. Like, for example, a religious belief is that God created the world. A non-religious belief could be that all people are equal and deserve respect. So, belief influence of what we valued, and our value affects on how we live and treat others. Lastly is values in workplace. Values can strongly influence employee conduct in the workplace. So, if a person values honesty, discipline, and hard work, they can do their job well, and they can also influence or become a good example to others. Well, but if an employee lacks good values, their behavior and performance can be affected. That's why companies or businesses right now promoting good values to maintain professionalism and harmony at work. Pili pa dito siya last. The last one is values and attitudes. Well, we have to adapt our behavior in a positive manner in order to embrace a diverse culture and various behaviors. So this means nga dili tanan panahon ipakita o ipagawas nimo imong personal values or beliefs because we also need to respect others' opinions and culture. So by doing that, we create harmony and good relationship with other people. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Margarita Vallescas and we will going to tackle about the chapter 18, which is career pathway. Now we have here the objectives of this chapter. First, we define career. Second, differentiate job from career. And then third is explain and make your own career pathway. And then lastly is understand the effects of personality on success. What is career, by the way? Well, career can be one job or many jobs. It can be called a career path, which is essentially a long-term professional journey. Now, let's differentiate job and career. First, we have job. So, ano nga ba yan? Job, just simply going to work to basically earn some money. That's it. Now, when we say career, it's a journey wherein you undertake several related jobs. It can be training and experiences to get in the particular field. In short, it's a long-term ambition. How do you manage your career? Now, that's definitely a good question. Paano nga ba? Well, lifelong learning is important. You might consider short-term training opportunities to keep your skills. Yes, that's right, no? It's really important to have a job that is related to the field you wanted to pursue in the future, because what's the purpose, diba? If you are really a career person, that's one thing. Second, balance the time you spend at work with your personal life to prevent burnout and ensure well-being. This is also important, especially to those people na workaholic. In that case, sometimes kasi mawawalan ka na ng gana sa lahat kasi exhausted ka na.
Third, develop values and a sense of purpose to guide your professional decision. This is somehow guide your professional decision means understanding what truly matters to you and using those values to make responsible choices in your career. Next, assess your career goals frequently because people naturally change over time. And that is natural. Change is natural. However, regular self assessment helps you stay motivated. That is why we mentioned kanina the balance of work and personal life. It keeps your professional growth meaningful and ensures that you are always moving toward a career that truly fits who you are becoming. Lastly, career timeline. So it's a key stages or milestone. It helps you to see where you are now and what you've become. So it's like a track of your progress. How to move up in a career pathway. Let's just differentiate both of them, okay? So career cluster, it's a field of interest wherein they shared similar characteristics like tourism and hospitality, right? Diba both of them merong customer service. Now, we have career pathway naman. So it's a stages of development. Kumbaga, it's undertaking jobs, training para marating mo ang isang bagay na gusto mo. Yan. So, these 8 steps is to guide you in making smart and organized decisions about your future. The process involves exploring different career options, evaluating prioritizing them based on your interests, skills, and goals, and then choosing the one that best fits you. After deciding, in short, these steps helps you to understand yourself better towards building a successful career. So that's everything for Group 4. I hope you learned something from this video reporting at least, because in a while we will having a quiz related to this topic we discussed. Thank you and God bless.